now for free information.
NBC News Watch 12. News from where you live. Live from Rhinelander, this is News Watch 12 today. The Northwood's best news. News from where you live starts now.
Good morning, and thanks for starting your day with us today. I'm Michael Lodeholtz. Thanks for tuning in on your Friday morning. Well, a few central Wisconsin counties may be able to harvest white deer this upcoming deer season. Wood Marathon, Portage, Winnebago, and Jefferson counties have what the DNR are calling a prevalent number of white deer. Since last season, hunters have been asking what exactly defines a white deer. Well, the DNR says that it considers illegal white deer to be pure white. However, if there is brown on their head or neck, it is still illegal to harvest them. DNR officials say that there are concerns that the rules of harvesting white deer are too confusing and may lead to the legalization of white deer harvesting. And taking a turn over to the weather this morning, we're joined now by Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller. Jeff, how are we looking to kick off our Friday morning?
Well, we made it. The weekend's here. I think it's payday 2 today later on. And overall temperatures today warmer than yesterday morning when we had lows at 35 in Rhinelander, 41 right now in Rhinelander, 57 over Waupaca. It's comfortable out there now, but overall it's going to get a little bit cooler today with that gusty north wind in there as well. Right now the wind around 10 miles per hour. This will actually pick up throughout the day today, and we're going to have wind gusts near 30 throughout the afternoon and for tonight. And tonight, of course, is some really big football games out there. So picture a gusty west wind with game time temperatures in the 40s out there this evening. All right, looking outside now, lots of rain showers across the area now. Nothing heavy or severe, but back off to the west of us, still some showers that get through before the day is over today. Likely a kind of wind-swept rain showers throughout the day today. Ending tonight, though, we should stay mostly dry after 5 o'clock tonight and then dry throughout the day tomorrow as well. Our forecast going forward, though, is rain showers out there turning windy with low temperatures down to 51. Your full forecast is coming up. Michael?
Thank you, Jeff. And more than 60,000 Hmong Americans live in Wisconsin, and a new Appleton area school is urging children to embrace their culture. Hmong American Immersion School opened their doors on Tuesday in the Johnston Elementary School. The goal of the new school is to offer education based in Hmong language and culture while also offering core subjects. The school features displays showing the history of Hmong people, explaining how they settled here in Wisconsin. HAIS will also be using artifacts to teach students about traditional Hmong culture. And investigators are looking into a small plane crash where a pilot died near the municipal airport in Cambridge, Minnesota on Thursday. Officials said that the plane crashed around 11:25 a.m. in a field. Crews located the pilot and determined that he was deceased at the time of identification. No one else was aboard the plane. The NTSB confirmed the plane that went down was a single-engine Beech K-35. Flight radar shows that the aircraft took off Thursday morning from Blaine, Minnesota, intending to land at Cambridge Municipal Airport. Images from Sky 11 show that the fuselage on the Beech was severely damaged in the crash, and the engine appears to have caught fire, as evidenced by the burned-off paint on the wings. A record search indicates that the owner was a 41-year-old man from Shoreview. And Chicago is bracing for a surge in ICE operations. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says that's supposed to happen this Saturday, but could start as soon as today. About 300 immigration agents are expected to be deployed into the city. Also scheduled for this weekend was El Grito, a large festival that celebrates Mexican independence. Organizers say that they're postponing the event at Pritzker's request. El Grito organizers have not set a new date for the event. And a showdown over public health on Capitol Hill as lawmakers on both sides of the aisle grilled President Trump's health secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., over controversial moves to overhaul vaccine guidelines and fire the head of Centers for Disease Control. Secretary Kennedy adamant that changes are needed. NBC's Alice Barr has the latest details from Washington.
And you won't answer that question.
I answered it.
Fiery moments on Capitol Hill.
You're so wrong on your facts.
You're interrupting me, and sir, you're a charlatan.
As Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. faced a flood of questions from senators in both parties about controversial moves at the nation's top public health agencies, especially on vaccines.
You are a hazard to the health of the American people.
Republican Bill Cassidy, himself a physician, pointing to new restrictions on COVID vaccine approvals for only older and high-risk Americans. Pharmacies now requiring prescriptions in many states or not offering the shots at all.
I would say effectively we're denying people vaccine.
The secretary, a longtime vaccine skeptic, defending his policy moves and the firing of Centers for Disease Control Director Dr. Susan Minares after only a month on the job.
And it looks like she didn't bend the knee, so you fired her.
We are the sickest country in the world. That's why we have to fire people at CDC. They did not do their job.
He also replaced members of a key vaccine advisory committee with vaccine skeptics and canceled some mRNA vaccine contracts. Another Republican physician on the committee also voicing concerns.
Americans don't know who to rely on.
Secretary Kennedy adamant the CDC made critical mistakes during the pandemic.
And its disastrous and nonsensical policies destroyed small businesses, violated civil liberties.
Though he could not answer how many Americans died from COVID.
You're the Secretary of Health and Human Services.
The nation's health secretary under fire, still getting the critical backing of President Trump. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And coming up in international news, we'll share the latest from Canada following a recent stabbing event in Manitoba. Plus, see why folks are drawing new questions surrounding the Shroud of Turin in Italy. We'll take you around the world when we come back.
Join us for Colorama Saturday, September 20th from 9 to 4 at the St. Germain Community Park. Events include craft show, live music, farmers market, car show, and pints in the park.
We know what America wants. Freedom sucks, baby. Yo, now, you should see the underwear I'm wearing. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Who, me?
We're taking prime time to a new level.
I know where you have birthmarks.
Now, Hoyne, you get 2 minutes for looking too good.
Planning an exciting outdoor excursion? You need the app from the weather team you can rely on. The WJFW Weather Watch app, featuring hourly and daily forecasts, high-resolution imagery, and opt-in push alerts to let you know when severe weather approaches. With all these features, you'll know the best days to cast a line or when it will be perfect to explore the wilderness. The WJFW Weather Watch app is available in your app store now. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
It looks like an ordinary staircase, but as you age with occasional nerve discomfort that can feel like stabbing or pins and needles in your hands and feet, sometimes stairs can bring worry. As a retired physician, I've seen it in my patients, but I didn't truly understand it until I got older myself. So now, I take Nervive.
Nervive reduces occasional nerve discomfort. It combines neurotropic B vitamins with a clinically studied amount of ALA, which reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days in your hands and feet. Nervive comes from the makers of the world's #1 nerve care brand.
With Nervive, I'm sleeping great, and my days start with less occasional burning in my hands and feet. I'm moving through my house with confidence, and I'm getting around town. Getting older happens, but living with occasional nerve discomfort doesn't have to. Try Nervive like I did and get your freedom back.
Find Nervive at these retailers near you. Feel confident with Nervive.
Builder Service. We are your hometown hardware store. Plumbing, electrical, paint, automotive, keys, tools, lawn and garden. We're more than just a lumberyard. Highway 45 in Elko.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. Okay, we made it. The weekend's here. It's going to be a cool one, though, with temperatures near 50 again tomorrow and also for Sunday, followed by somewhat warmer temperatures across the area next week. Today, though, looking at 41 this morning. Yesterday at a low of 35. So we're starting off a bit warmer today, but it's going to be a bit windy across our region today as well. We could see wind gusts near 30 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. All right, right now it's 42 in Rhinelander, a west wind around 10 or so, and that dew point of 41. Over in Wausau, 45 for you. Okay, cloudy skies there with that west wind around 12 miles per hour, only going up from here. Again, it's going to be a windy day today. Temperature-wise, we're cool. The average low temperature, mid-upper 40s. Everyone is kind of below that today, and likely will be so throughout the weekend as well. But going forward, so 56 tomorrow, up near 60 or so on Sunday. And look, there's a 70 in the 7-day forecast once again. A week from today, we got to get there, but overall, this cool stretch of weather continues into the weekend and beyond. The average high is now 73, the record high 92 back in 1912, and the sunrise at 6:24 this morning. All right, so precipitation-wise does not include the rain from last night. We're right about near average. It's rain and melted down snow, and there is a bit more rain in the 7-day forecast. Not a lot, just a little, as there's more rain in the forecast probably for Tuesday into Tuesday night. All right, here's the wind out there now, out of the west around 10 to 15 miles per hour. This is only going to pick up throughout the day today. And again, we're talking a windy day, making waves on the lakes today for sure. We could see west wind gusts near 20 to 30 miles per hour, increasing throughout the day today, and likely lingering into the football games tonight. So that's going to be a thing for the kickers for sure, with wind gusts near 30 around game time tonight into this evening. All right, so the rain showers out there now. There's nothing heavy in here. However, there are some persistent rain showers in here, right? And still several more hours of light rain showers to go through and some drizzle. This will decrease in intensity and coverage throughout the day today, as this is still heading our direction, though, so expect a few more rain showers across the area for today. Our forecast then is going forward. Lots of clouds out there today, kind of breezy, couple sprinkles. Look for high temperatures near 51 with that gusty northwest wind in there for tonight. All right, so lots of clouds around, but dry tonight, but cool. Low temperatures down near 42 again. Then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast shows the rain showers out there today. The weekend looks dry right now with warming temperatures slowly. Here's Monday, back with sunshine near 70. There's Tuesday, a chance for showers, highs near 70 again. And look, we're back at 70 again a week from today with plenty of sunshine. Michael?
Thank you, Jeff. A mass stabbing event over in Canada, though, has left 2 people dead, unfortunately, and several others injured. Police found 8 stabbing victims, 18 to 60 years old, at 2 homes on native land in Manitoba on Thursday morning. 26-year-old Tyrone Simmerd had fled the scene. He was killed when his vehicle crashed with a responding police cruiser. The officer driving the cruiser was taken to the hospital with critical injuries, but is expected to be okay. 6 of these stabbing victims were also taken to the hospital. One of them was Simmerd's 18-year-old sister, who has died. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police are investigating exactly what happened. And new research suggests that people have been questioning the authenticity of the Shroud of Turin even longer than previously thought. The Shroud of Turin is a 14-foot-long cloth that bears an image of a crucified man. Some believe the relic once wrapped the body of Jesus Christ and is proof of his resurrection. Previously, the oldest known documentation about it was in writings from a bishop back in 1389, and he stated that the shroud was created by an artist. But in this new research, the study authors say that an influential French philosopher wrote about the shroud even earlier, at around 1370 AD. He alleged that the shroud was faked for the purposes of the church. The shroud can be found at the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy. And an American man could face child endangerment charges after taking his 13-year-old son to an isolated area in Brazil. Authorities say that it was part of a cell phone and TV detox. Mark Alexander and his 13-year-old son went missing last Wednesday. The 2 were found on Tuesday of this week by teams from Brazil's military fire department. Authorities say that they were camping in the middle of the forest. And coming up in your medical news, find out how some new dads are making sure to keep active with their little ones. Plus, find out how the EU is looking to keep people healthier when it comes to using the right nail polish. Your health news when we return.
4 years ago, I had brain surgery to remove the tumor that was wrapped around my brainstem and spinal cord. Very intense pain in my neck, headaches all the time, and permanent vertigo. I came in and I saw Dr. Dave. He did some work on my top vertebrae. The pressure was alleviated and I can actually stand. It's been wonderful and great.
When the atlas vertebra at the base of the skull is out of alignment, it causes the head to come forward, putting unnatural pressure on joints and nerves. We correct this through a new treatment called the Atlas Prophylax, a revolutionary way to realign the atlas, removing nerve pressure and even restoring blood flow. For many, symptoms and headaches disappear almost immediately.
The first thing we do when somebody comes as a new patient is we sit down and we listen and understand what's going on to see if we can help.
Sullivan's Log Home Restoration is your choice for log home maintenance, giving you a beautiful looking home. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration does their own milling and specializes in log replacements, sandblasting, pressure washing, painting and staining, and chinking. With more than 30 years of business, Sullivan's is dependable and trustworthy, carefully tending to every detail on your home. Call us today for your free on-site estimate. Sullivan's Log Home Restoration, serving Eagle River and the surrounding areas.
Did you realize how cool this is? This kind of stuff just doesn't exist.
Suit up.
Never seen anyone do that.
Well, suit up.
You were born to stand out.
I love it.
Wonderful.
It's open season on cancer. Help us raise money for the Ronald McDonald House of Marshfield by purchasing a hat, an H2O Go bottle, or other special items. With your donation of $20, you'll receive over $50 in valuable coupons, and a $10 donation is given to the Ronald McDonald House. Purchase items at Cost Cutters of Central Wisconsin, the Barber's Family Hairstyling, Mullins Cheese in Knowlton, Chase Outdoors, and the Cedar Creek Mall. It's open season on cancer, a season that never ends.
Good morning and welcome back. A group of new dads and their toddlers in Los Angeles are gaining some attention for having one of the manliest running squads around. The nonprofit Rolling with Dads Stroller Club can be seen sprinting through LA's State Historic Park in Chinatown. The founder, Hezekiah Johnson, is a personal trainer and nutritionist. He started the group in an effort to get dads back into shape and help them navigate fatherhood. The organization is considered a safe space to bond, grow, and exchange parenting tips. You can learn more about the club online at rollingwithdads.org. And former President Joe Biden recently underwent surgery to remove skin cancer lesions. A Biden spokesperson did not say when the surgery took place. Biden also had a lesion removed from his chest in 2023 when he was president. It later tested positive for a basal cell carcinoma. At the time, a White House physician said that all cancerous tissue was successfully removed and Biden would be monitored going forward. Biden was diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer earlier this year that spread to his bones. He later revealed that he'd started a pill regimen to treat the cancer. And the European Union has banned the use of a key chemical ingredient in certain gel nail polishes and other cosmetic products. Regulators have classified the chemical, known as TPO, as a type of reproductive toxicant. TPO responds to light and it helps get nail polish set under ultraviolet light. Some people may prefer gel nail polishes over regular nail polishes because of the texture is harder, faster drying, and will generally last longer. The ban took effect this week. And it's an essential part of your overall health and well-being, but experts say people often associate staying hydrated with summer because of the weather, but every time you sweat or go to the bathroom, water is lost, and replenishing it is an important part all year round of your health. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has ways to work hydration into your fall routine.
Yes, it's important to stay hydrated in the heat of summer, but drinking water is still critical to your health, even as the seasons change.
When you get really dehydrated, the blood volume is lower,
and that's going to lead your heart to have to beat faster to circulate enough oxygen to your body.
Dr. Glenn Hirsch with National Jewish Health says that can put a lot of stress on the heart, especially in those who are more vulnerable from underlying medical conditions. Water helps the body keep a normal temperature. It also lubricates and cushions joints, protects the spinal cord and other sensitive tissues, and gets rid of waste through sweat or going to the bathroom.
Also, when the blood volume is down, you still have the same number of cells in your blood, so the viscosity in the blood will go up, and that can even lead to the blood pressure going up.
With fall events coming up, Hirsch says dehydration can creep up on you. To focus on fall hydration, he recommends pre-hydration. Start drinking at least 3 hours before you'll be in the sun or on your feet, and sip it throughout the day. Next, Hirsch says to limit alcohol and caffeine, which speed up fluid loss. If you choose to consume those beverages, make water your go-to drink in between. And finally, replenish those electrolytes.
And that can be by eating salty food like chips or electrolyte drinks, or even some of those supplements you can put into your water. Because at some point, if you're only drinking pure water and you're sweating a lot, your sodium level is going to drop, and that can actually be dangerous.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And coming up next, see how man's best friend could also be a child's greatest teacher. We'll share how kids are learning to read with the help of their furry friends in the classroom. Stay with us.
Dreaming of a new home in the Northwoods? JRS Builders of Wisconsin makes it happen. Economical custom homes built start to finish with a combined total of over 50 years. Experience, certified, licensed, and insured. JRS Builders offers free consultations. Call today and let's build your future.
Hi, I'm Karen from the Hearing House. Did you know that single-sided deafness is pretty common? Although we can't bring hearing back to that dead ear, there is a way that we can hear from both sides again. It's called the cross system. It can bring back balance, comfort, and confidence. So if you know of someone who only hears from one ear, tell them to call the Hearing House and experience that cross system. Hearing aids are all we do, so we do it right.
Make your house a hearing house.
Did you realize how cool this is? This kind of stuff just doesn't exist.
Suit up.
Never seen anyone do that.
Well, suit up.
You were born to stand out.
I love it.
Wonderful.
As a combat wounded veteran, I know how hard it is to come home and build a meaningful life. When I was in Iraq, our vehicle was hit. A rocket-propelled grenade exploded right under my seat. Traumatic brain injury, a fractured pelvis, severe burns. They didn't think I was going to make it. I had to learn to walk again and live with the scars, both visible and invisible.
DAV helps veterans like LaToya get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
With DAV on my side, I was able to pursue my dreams. If my story can touch a heart, it can change a life. My victory is overcoming my wounds so I can help other veterans.
LaToya Lucas, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Dreaming of a new home in the Northwoods? JRS Builders of Wisconsin makes it happen. Economical custom homes built start to finish with a combined total of over 50 years. Experience, certified, licensed, and insured. JRS Builders offers free consultations. Call today and let's build your future.
Good morning and welcome back. We're joined now by Jeff Weller.
You've only called me Devin once so far.
I know.
And we're in the, what, the D block? The E block?
We're in the D block. We're 23 minutes into the morning, and, only one time I slipped up. So that's not too bad.
Not too bad at all, Michael. It's Friday.
It is. I know it's always an exciting time in the Northwoods. Lots of fun things to do. People are ending their week. It's feeling like fall, so they can, kind of do that transitional period.
It definitely feels like fall, but it's not technically fall yet.
No.
Like, this is is really early for weather like this, by the way. But there is 170 back in the 7-day forecast. So we're going to get some heat back in the forecast for us next week.
That is, that's something to look forward to there. But we've got a fun story right now. There are some students at all different reading levels across the country, and especially when they are just starting out reading.
A high school in Phoenix is pairing students who are behind in reading with therapy dogs.
Cameron Palome reports on how they are helping boost scores by offering a calm, non-judgmental listener.
For students struggling with their reading at Goldwater High School, a unique program is introducing some adorable reading partners to the equation.
My reading has been getting better. That's what my teacher told me.
With Rosie, a 2-year-old golden retriever curled up by her side, Valeria Rincon opens her book and lets her words flow.
My favorite stories are about elephants.
No pressure, no judgment, just the nudge of a wet nose when she pauses too long.
You don't feel embarrassed to read to them. They're not like telling you, oh, you made a mistake right here. They just listen.
And that safe space is exactly what's helping students like Valeria find their voice. For the past 4 years, therapy dogs like Rosie and her furry coworker Buddy have been showing up thanks to nonprofit pet partners, ready to offer the kind of quiet encouragement only a dog can.
There's not that whole nervousness to it when the students are reading out loud, and who isn't happy when they're sitting next to a dog?
Reading interventionist Erin Simmons says students spend 15 minutes a day, once a week for 8 weeks, reading out loud to the pups, and the results speak for themselves.
I've seen students increase their accuracy score by 3 to 5 percentage points, and that's huge. That doesn't happen easily.
Handler Natalia Bradford says there's magic in the way a canine's comfort can turn a nervous reader into a confident one.
They waggle their tail, they get in treats at the end, they shake the paws, and everybody happy. It's win-win.
It's certainly been one for Tegan Tersakin, whose grades have improved across the board.
From the time when the dogs came in, from now, it changed a lot.
From reluctant readers to page-turning pros, these pups make every chapter a treat, leaving students eager to return where these wagging tails will be waiting.
Bye.
I'm ABC 15's Cameron Palome, and that's Uplifting Arizona.
My goodness, that certainly would encourage a lot of readers, I bet, around the Northwoods.
Love these dog stories, by the way. We had one yesterday about a dog diving.
Yeah.
And then a doggy chiropractor on Wednesday.
That's right, up at Land O'Lakes. Yes. They were the animal chiropractor. I thought it was impressive, that story, especially when he was adjusting the horse.
Yeah.
Horses are massive.
Right? So you just shifted. I'm like, what the heck? I don't read to my dog. Or
Theo doesn't appreciate that?
I do talk to him. Like, you know what I mean? It's a thing. I think all dog owners, you know, right? You know. We talk. We communicate.
Yeah, I think Theo certainly, I don't know if he'd appreciate us reading to him. I remember right before the show started this morning, we were talking, and Theo got up and turned the other way.
Wait, can Kay get a picture of Theo right now on camera 5? There he is.
Oh, there he is. Oh, wow. He's
thinking of us.
Very awake. Oh, my gosh, yeah.
He's living his best life over there. He knows it's Friday, so
he does.
We're going lake housing this weekend. He loves to fish. He'll fish for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Have you fished recently?
You know, I don't have a fishing license, but I don't enjoy it either. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the patience for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just no fun. I'll do a pontoon boat or that kind of thing with a beer in my hand, but like fishing,
oh my gosh.
Act of fishing.
I was going to say, because Chase on the lake, you know, happens on occasion.
I get it through that. I live vicariously through him. He's so happy when he catches like anything. And it's just like, that makes me happy.
It's true. And he's got just a ton of different pulls and baits, and he just knows where he's going, what he's doing. And it's just, you know, to get that knowledge, and like, it would just take so long just to get there.
He knows fishing like most people know like sports stats. You know, like what lure it came out in what year and what kind of fish it goes after, and the reflection of the light at certain times of the day.
Jeff, are you a sports stats guy?
No.
Okay.
No, but you know who is Ethan? Ethan, our reporter Ethan.
Yeah.
Try to stump him, anything Packers.
I will be certainly trying that. That'd be a fun thing in the future.
All right, let's talk weather for a second. The 3-day forecast is here, and I know, look at that. So today, a couple of showers out there, nothing heavy, but windy. That west wind could gust near 30 today into the football games tonight, by the way. Then here's the weekend. The weekend looks dry to me, but still cool, the average high being 73. We're not going to do that, right? With temperatures in the 50s, but at least a little bit of sunshine back in the forecast Saturday and Sunday.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage, just like I was?
Pantene Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner with Melting Pro V Pearls.
Locks in moisture to repair 6 months of damage for resilient, healthy-looking hair. If you know it's Pantene.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need.
I slept great.
ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
At Bushka, our goal is to streamline the retirement planning process to help you move towards a successful retirement with confidence and ease. Through our 3 companies, we create personalized comprehensive retirement plans by integrating investment management, income planning, tax strategies, estate planning, as well as health insurance and Medicare planning, all under one roof. Call today or visit retirewithbushka.com to schedule your complimentary, no-obligation consultation or to get a second opinion review of your current plan. Let's make retirement planning easier together.
Every great performance starts with a great night's sleep. Thanks to new Natrol Sleep and Restore, which helps me be this me, this me, this me. I'm kidding. To be my best at all of this, I have to be my best at this. Every great night's sleep starts with Natrol.
New Natrol Sleep and Restore for your ultimate restorative sleep.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough.
Join us for Colorama Saturday, September 20th from 9 to 4 at the St. Germain Community Park. Events include craft show, live music, farmers market, car show, and pints in the park.
Live from Rhinelander, this is News Watch 12 Today, the Northwood's best news. News from where you live starts now.
Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us today. I'm Michael Lodeholtz, and an interesting story here. Dive teams are capable of locating long-lost items hidden by waters that have long held them hostage. And this week, more than 90 cars were found in the Chicago River system. Marissa Sullick has the diving details.
On this boat is the Chaos Divers team. They travel the country looking for cars involved in cold cases. And this week, they are traveling the Chicago River from Diversey on the North Branch to Cicero via the Chicago Sanitary and Ship Canal.
The amount of detail that you can get off of the sonar.
Lindsay Busick is the manager.
We have 10 missing persons cases in Chicago.
But as they were trying to solve cold cases, they came across dozens of other cars.
Once we kind of reached that like 50, 60 number point, then it was kind of like, okay, this was even a little more than we had expected to find.
Busick says they found over 90 cars in the depths of the Chicago River over the last few days.
To find the cars, they have sonars set up here in the command center, so they're able to find the cars before they dive in.
There's so much that we can tell you from this.
If they locate a car,
there's a vehicle right here. That's actually a muscle car.
They could retrieve it themselves. But Wednesday afternoon, they called Chicago police to take out this Nissan sedan Busick says was damaging boats. This was a stolen car in 2023. However, there are times they do solve decades-old cases.
Thankfully, we have had the opportunity to bring 20 people home over the last 4 years.
2 of those were here in the Chicago area. They found this car in the Fox River in Elgin this spring. Inside were skeletal remains of Karen Sheppers, who went missing in 1983.
So this is actually a full-size Audi SUV in the water.
As for what's next for the over 90 cars in the water, when we reached out to Chicago police, they directed us to the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, and we are still waiting to hear back from them.
You can see the tires right in here.
And the chaos divers.
It is the most heartbreaking job that you never want to give up.
They say they will be in Chicago a couple more days before they go to their next stop.
My goodness, over 90 cars found in just a week. That is a lot of vehicles in the Chicago River there. But we've got Jeff Weller joining us now in the Weather Center.
Jeff, Devin Biggs.
No Devin Biggs. No Devin Biggs today. It's Jeff Weller. Glad to see you this morning. And, certainly I'm imagining less vehicles in our rivers around here.
You're right, though. That is the craziest story ever. 90 cars. I grew up right near there, and I know exactly where that is located. And 90 cars in the river.
I hope none of them were ever a weather vehicle.
I hope so too. Okay, let's talk weather out there because temperatures are hanging out in the 40s across much of the area now. Yesterday, though, right now, 35. So an improvement from yesterday, but still kind of cool across the area. Today, though, the big story is going to be the wind out there today. Right now, it's not so bad. Out of the west, around 10 miles per hour. But today, it's going to pick up throughout the afternoon. We'll get wind gusts near 30 miles per hour today with temperatures in the 50s. It's going to feel kind of cool, right? And that will lead into the football games tonight, by the way. It's Friday night coming up, and that's going to give us some windy conditions this evening with game time temperatures in the 40s, a really stiff west wind. It's going to be fun on the bleachers, of course, this evening. All right, so rain showers out there now. This is kind of the last hurrah with this system. It will begin to get out of here this evening. Behind it, though, there's still a bit of showers across the UP over here. These are going to rotate through this evening before probably sunset, and then tomorrow we should stay dry across the area tomorrow. I have not said that for a while. Our forecast going forward, though, is lots of clouds out there today, increasingly windy, a couple of showers with high temperatures near 51. Your full forecast is coming up, Michael.
Thank you, Jeff. And there are many ways to show your appreciation for veterans, and one organization is hosting a special fundraiser to help support homeless veterans in our area while also enjoying the sport of shooting. The exciting competition and fundraiser will be this weekend in Harshaw for those looking to dust off their marksmanship skills. Shauna Johnson has the details.
Organizers are preparing for a full barrel benefit this Saturday at the Harshaw Sports Club, raising money to support the Northwoods Veterans Homestead build.
This weekend, believe it or not, we're having a veterans shoot out here through the Veterans Homestead. Great group of people trying to improve housing for the homeless veterans here in our Northwoods area, which is great that we have a group of people willing to do this.
Club President Joe Hines said the club wanted to give back by supporting the mission to get facilities built in the near future. The Homesteads project aims to provide transitional housing and services for veterans experiencing homelessness in the Northwoods.
We're going to have an exciting shoot here on Saturday. We're going to have veterans shooting. We're going to have people off the street. We're going to have people that are avid sporting clays shooters, trap shooters, and we're going to have hopefully a big turnout out here to help raise enough revenue to give back to the Veterans Homestead. That's our goal for this weekend.
This family-friendly event begins with registration at 7:30 a.m. and shooters hitting the course at 8. But Hines says late arrivals are welcome too. The day features 3 events under the banner of Harshaw 100, with courses designed to simulate real hunting conditions.
We're going to have a 50 target 12-station sporting clays course. They're going to shoot 25 regular trap and 25 wobble trap. We're going to give out prizes to the top 3 scores. So hopefully it's a big competition. The prizes that were put aside are pretty nice.
Thanks to generous community donors, organizers are also able to cover the costs so veterans can shoot for free.
If you're a veteran, we got a spot for you. Anytime that day, if you have a question on how to get around the course, we'll have people aiding you if need be. If you've served our armed forces in this country, we really appreciate everything you've done for us, and we have sponsorship available if you just want to come out and give it a try.
The trap shoot takes place Saturday, September 6th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Food and warm drinks will be available all day, and Hine reminds participants to dress for fall weather. Reporting from Harshaw, Shauna Johnson, Newswatch 12.